Men, pay attention. 55% of children are born in too many homes that do not belong to the man who walks around parading themselves as their biological father. Extramarital affairs are part of today's women. It's on the rise. Would you believe if I told you that 83.5% of married women right now cheat? Oh yes, they cheat. They even go as far as getting pregnant, sometimes for their lousy lovers, and they put the child on their husbands.
You can't turn into a housewife. I don't got to explain that. So
that's not true.
Cancel it's true.
You can turn a whore into a housewife.
No, you cannot.
Whole phases.
Exactly.
That's like having a crack phase.
No, it's not.
It is.
So you married a crackhead.
Who would marry a crackhead? So you would talk to an ex-crackhead, but you would go to Applebee's on the first date.
I'm not comparing the two.
So I'm saying, so then would you marry a crackhead?
No.
Taylor should have never married that crackhead.
There's plenty of crackheads who have turned their life completely around.
Then why do I not know anybody who will?
Here's the thing about being a whore.
I don't know
A whore is just like anything else. People evolve.
Yeah.
So you might have been throwing that thing in high school, throwing that thing in college, you know what I'm saying?
It's a functioning.
At some point you get in your 20s, you want to settle down.
Issue.
Catch chlamydia a couple of times.
It's a functioning issue. It's more than that, right? It's not fair to really do that.
Phases.
We're not the same. So don't start doing the man hoe thing.
You think you can turn a hoe into a housewife, Schultz?
I turn a hoe into a housewife.
Yes.
I'm a happily married man, Charlemagne.
Prime Schultz.
Now you tap my ego.
Prime Schultz.
I don't think
like she walk in the room and she'd suck me off.
That's two different things.
That is not. This is the problem. This is the room Kanye used to walk in all the time.
We never married virgins. None of us married virgins.
It's different, but you never walk.
We never marry virgins. None of us marry virgins. That is the problem. That's the problem with this whole marriage situation. Because I'm going to be honest with you. If a woman has already been with a man, that man is supposed to be her husband. And here's the real deal. Spiritually, that man is her husband. You can go anywhere to get the lies. But I know you came here to get the truth. Welcome to the Alphasphere. Welcome to the Alphasphere. The only place on the planet that's totally engulfed in positivity and totally submerged in alpha energy. I'm your host, Dr. BOA.
In the room with your wife and you seen her hug somebody that sucked somebody off, you know. Kanye done walked in 5 rooms of 5 men, just like that.
Well, he didn't see it. He just know that that's what used to be.
No, he seen one. And then he still see that nigga. And he got to shake that nigga hand. And that nigga talk about fucking
Yo,
up.
fix your
What do you
ego.
mean, who cares?
You sound insecure right now.
You won't even go to Applebee's.
Insecure right now.
You won't even go to Applebee's.
That's not insecure though. That's not insecurity. That's
you
knowing
are valuing
that's knowing who I
Applebee's.
am. That's knowing who I am and what my value is.
Go to
You're
Applebee's.
insecure because a woman that you like sucks some other. She has a past history.
Past history. She sucked somebody on tape.
So what?
And this nigga's in the same room.
Wait, but again,
And he's making
so
songs talking about your wife sucked my dick on tape.
Why can't we be insecure?
Y'all can. Everyone's insecure.
Like
but I'm
you
just saying
about
you're
Applebee's.
showing a lot of your insecurity though,
Listen, I don't
because
have
you're
my
feeling a type of way if a woman had a
Our
a
insecurity
whole phase.
is the women that we love and marry sucking other guys' dicks, and your
She's had a
insecurity
past,
is
though.
that.
Going to Applebee's.
Yeah.
Okay, so those messages in your phone where you were saying, "Oh, I love you. Oh, this is the best I've ever had. Oh man, I feel sore."
Why are you going through my phone? Why would you be going through my phone? First of all, like that, like
Don't change the subject matter. Don't change the subject matter. What you trying to do?
You acting insecure.
Yeah.
Why are you going through my phone?
Well, listen.
When you go through people's stuff, you find stuff you don't want to see.
Oh, so now you're gonna blame me for this then?
I'm just saying you didn't need to go through my phone. Like, why are you going through my phone? And why are you stop recording?
I don't have to stop recording.
Oh my gosh, you acting extra. Always been insecure.
You know what? We're done.
Done what?
Like, this marriage is over.
What are you talking about?
This is from our lawyers.
Why are you really?
Yeah, just
You gotta be petty like that. Why are you recording?
so you're gonna gaslight me because you want to step on the marriage. Five years in this marriage, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you wanna go fucking cheat.
I mean, you're always working all the time anyway, so.
Oh, so it's my fault.
I wasn't cheating. I wasn't cheating.
Oh, so you just slipped and fell onto his dick then, huh?
I didn't fall onto anything. What are you talking about? There's nothing that you saw.
Listen, he's right. She had a past. She can have her past, but just like you as a man, if you go to prison for 20 years, when you come out, that past is gonna roll with you forever. So if she been in the prism of hoism for 20 years, that past should roll with her too. Only in America will a woman say, my past isn't supposed to haunt me. You're not supposed to worry about my past. Oh, yes, hell I am. Your past is your present. You can't leave it behind. None of us can outrun our past. Man, let me tell you something. Usain Bolt can't outrun his past. Maurice Green could not run his past. Michael Johnson could not run his past. Carl Lewis could not run his past. Ben Johnson was on roids. He still could not run his past. You cannot outrun your past. That's why as soon as possible, and I say this to you young men, I say this to you young women as well, you have to stop living that way as soon as possible because you can't outrun it. And the longer you do it, it's going to be right on your heels. See, if you did something when you were 18 and now you're 30 and that's the last time you did something, you didn't outrun it, but you put a whole bunch of distance between it. If you 30 and you just stopped 2 years ago, oh, it's on you. The stench of that lifestyle is still on you. If you're a man and you hustling in the street for 20 years, when you get out, your interaction in the business world is still going to be like a hustler. Certain opportunities, you're going to let them get by. I'm telling you what I know from experience. Certain opportunities, you're going to miss out on them because you don't trust nobody with your money. See, in the legitimate business world, it take a whole lot of trust because guess what? If your net worth is $10 million, you ain't got $10 million. Your money is somewhere else under somebody else's control. You understand? You're getting reports on what your money doing. You trusted somebody else with your money. When you in the streets, all your money in the basement. It's at a warehouse. It's at your auntie house. It's in wall safes all over the place. Some buried in the backyard. But when in legitimate world, you got to make adjustment. It's the same thing if you out there and you in the prism of the hoism. When you come into the legitimate world, that history is going to follow you. Your mannerisms are going to be the same. And that's just the way it is, man. We talking about making pair bonding, man. We talking about soul ties. We ain't talking about pair bonding. We talking about soul ties, man. Let's keep it a buck. Deep down inside as men, we all want a good woman.
Like we all want a good woman.
And if we could find that good woman, then we would give her the type of relationship that we want, she would want, we would do that. The problem is in this society, man, it's just not easy to find that. Matter of fact, it is downright difficult to find that. So some of these guys who are married and believe they have found that, and the longer you are with a woman and still believe that, the more likely it is to be true. But that doesn't give you the right to shit on a man who just hasn't found that woman yet. So to say that the only respect that you would give is a man who is married faithfully, then it means that your respect ain't worth nothing. Your respect, anytime your respect for a man is based on his interaction with a woman, then your respect is worthless. And anytime you believe that the epitome of manhood is being a husband, then you are the opposite of what we talk about over here. Because here's the thing you got to understand, man. No woman deserves that type of commitment from you unless you spiritually connect with that woman in a way that lets you know that woman was designed by God for you. Let's not forget that woman was created as a helpmeet. And many times you can't just find a woman and make her be your helpmeet. There is a helpmeet that is created for you. There may be more than one, but any woman that is for you was created for you. Now it's up to that woman to navigate her circumstances and be worthy of you when you come across her. Many times you can meet a woman that's got 4 kids by 5 men, and that woman could have possibly been made for you. But her decisions in life took her away from on that path that she was supposed to be on. So I'm not saying that, every woman is a castaway or throwaway. No, I'm saying that some of these women were meant to be somebody's wife, but their circumstances or whatever happened to them when they were growing up, or the choices that they made, or the choices that someone who was a guardian over them made for them, led them away from that path. So I say now, and I reiterate constantly, the only woman who deserves that type of commitment, that type of relationship, that type of respect, that type of interest, that type of concern, that type of attachment is the woman who you spiritually connect with in a way that lets you know she's designed just for you by God.